about the Good Times cartoon on Netflix?
Well, that's BernNadette's thing. She'll tell you.
How do you feel, Ms. BernNadette? They keep calling it a reboot. That's not a,
no, that's not it at all. No, that's not it at all. I think that our audience missed something. They missed what happened to us. It's always they want the completion of it. It never really happened. So far. My thing about the animation was this: that I know that Jimmy Walker came to them and he presented a cartoon about 5 years before this one, and it was really the all of us, the way we are in animation, and we have our same voices and everything like that. And they didn't bite that, but later on came up with they're going to do an animation, and I remember my manager called them and said, well, what are they going to, are we going to be in it or not? So the way they described the animation to us was this: it was going to be a modern day, progression of what everything is going to be for the Good Times family. So, fine. But they asked Jimmy and I to do a tiny little part, but it sounded okay. We didn't see the scripts. So Jimmy did a part, I did a little part. My character's name is Peaches. She's like a project lady, that's whatever. But when it came out, when the trailer came out, we saw it and everybody was like, no, you don't have a crack baby in the mother's arms. You don't do that. So, and I remember having an interview with the singer, Jim Gilstrap, a year before. And he was saying, there's some lyrics that they took out. I said, what were the lyrics? And he said, well, they say roaches roaming the hallway, and the landlord lives on the other side of town or something like that. He said that they took it out because 50 years ago now, they thought that would be offensive to black people. Okay. But 50 years later, you have two roaches singing in the shower. They sing the song Good Times. So I'm like, this is not it. I'm sorry. I know people have, want to write it out, they want to do this and that, but you have to do it right. You have to represent it correctly. So to me, it was not represented correctly. And I had to say that,
I had to watch it with the cartoon.
All right. So I just finished watching the Breakfast Club interview with J.J. Walker, BernNadette Stanis, and Ralph Carter. And, something I had very mixed thoughts about it and everything. But what I really honed in on at the end of the day was what they had to say about the animated reboot of their show. And surprisingly, they didn't like it. I mean, I knew Thelma didn't like it, but it was nice to hear what Jimmy Walker had to say about it and what Ralph Carter, who played Michael Evans, had to say as well. But yeah, I'm just happy that these three pretty much just took a firm stance against the animated reboot. And, I give them props for that. Now, before I close this commentary out, there was a gentleman in my comment section, and I since pretty much hit his channel. His name was Rodrigo Lee. And he was all saying how the Good Times reboot was truth. And, this is the black community and everything. And I just have to say this. That animated reboot does not speak for me or my experience. And Rodrigo Lee is obviously non-black. So who is he to tell me what my experience is or isn't? And my inner gut told me that he was just a troll, and he just came to my comment section just to get a rile out of me and see what I would say. But I got no time for that. I just hit his comment. And there's some people that be like, well, why are you hiding comments like that? Why don't you, depending on my mood, I'll let the comments stand. But if it's an obvious troll comment, then I'm taking it down, really, because I got no time for that. And two, it kind of pretty much disrupts the flow for what I am conveying as far as an intelligent conversation or an intellectual discourse. And the last thing you need is just some idiot coming by and just defeating the whole purpose of that. I mean, we could agree to disagree on stuff, but if it's obvious you're a troll and you're just coming to the comments just to start some shit, then you're going to lose me automatically. So anyway, folks, I'm going to leave a link to the Breakfast Club interview in the description box. So audience, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment box. This is Iron Will Media.